Eyes earlier. So now he has to fight Vangief. Is he going to go with this crazy T-Hawk?
I just don't think so. You know, as much as I want to see Gief do very well, I'm also rooting for my friend Justin, and I don't want him to pick a T-Hawk that he's not familiar with. If you're going to pick a counter character on Gief, pick somebody like Sagat. You know, pick Jury. Pick something like that. But
yeah, exactly.
But don't pick T-Hawk, because it just doesn't make much sense.
So Brian on Twitter mentions now that Jay Wong played 2 Vipers in a row and now has to play 2 Zangiefs in a row.
Well, let's not get ahead of ourselves. He's got to play 1 Gief first.
Oh, fair enough, fair enough. If he moves on. If he moves on, yeah.
Yeah, Justin has not yet qualified in Street Fighter 4 for San Francisco.
Oh, Snake Eyes was actually at Summer Jam and did not place very high.
Okay, well, that's why I didn't know he was there, I guess.
It wasn't 2 in a row then.
This is the smartness. Yeah, of all the characters that Justin has, I think that this is the one that does best against Zangief.
Yeah, that standing roundhouse is a nightmare for Zangief.
But if you're the Adon player, you can't do what Adon's normally wants to do, which is Jaguar kick and be active and do stuff. He's all about just stand on the ground, pressing stand roundhouse, pressing the fierces, pressing medium kick occasionally. It's basically the game here for Justin. And, you know, I feel like not many people are more suited to just making it into just a ground game than Justin Wong. He does that very well.
Yeah, just be careful of those jumps. Yeah,
there's that fierce.
It's 2 things you got to watch for.
And Vangief went with Ultra 1 here. I like Ultra 2.
Nice stand fierce to punish that lariat.
Right.
There's this hitbox at the very end. He just grows super wide all of a sudden. I love that roundhouse Jaguar kick range that Justin just used.
Well, Justin's playing this to a T. This is how you have to do it as Adon.
Nice.
That was a bit of a risk because without that jump fierce, Gief would have whiffed through. But Justin was willing to take it, and it paid off. Now he's back to this great mid-range situation for himself, just pressing a few different buttons.
Yeah, the main thing really comes, that's what this match is going to come down to. Vangief predicting. Oh, wow, smart for Justin not to touch a button so that he could land and block a little bit quicker, just in case.
This is bad for Gief. You know, I'm not sure how he gets in at this point. Jumps, probably not much of an option. You know Justin's looking for that. If he jumps, it has to be perfectly timed to go over his stand roundhouse. Just like that! And he backs off. Justin's loaded on everything.
This is the whole key to that match, is jumping over that stand roundhouse. It's basically a fireball. It might as well be a fireball.
Wow. That dash toward was crazy. And that's it.
Punishable,
That's very punishable, yeah.
This whole match, that's all it comes down to, is Adon throwing fireballs by hitting roundhouse and Zangief jumping over them. And as long as Justin can remain hard to read, hard to predict, it's going to be a tough road for Vangief. But the thing about it is, every time Justin hits Zangief once, let's just say he does 1 point of damage. Whenever Zangief predicts it, he gets like 5 or 6 points of damage.
That's true.
So in other words, Vangief has to guess right once out of every like 4 or 5 times, and he can win.
I mean, it's not that different. And Gief has to deal with the ground game for the most part. And on the ground game, actually, Justin is dealing more damage than Gief is, because Gief's normal is stand strong, and Adon's is stand roundhouse.
Right.
And stand fierce, as I said. The fierce is the roundhouse.
Yeah, I'm just talking about mainly just narrowing it down to that jump over the roundhouse game.
That's true.
So if I was Vangief, I wouldn't even... Really, the game comes down to just trying to predict it.
Well, you know, you have to make both things an issue if you're Vangief.
Right.
You can't just keep it on the ground, because then Justin's going to get too used to that.
Right.
And he's going to just know how to take control. Whereas you can't also just go to jumps all the time, because then Justin's just going to be looking for the jump constantly. Right. You have to make the balance between the two.
Right, and he's got to be really careful right now, because if Vangief jumps at the wrong time, he's going to get uppercut FADC Ultra. Oh, nice.
And it's a fierce one, so that's the round.
All right.
Great play by Vangief.
Someone walked up to Justin and it sounded like they gave him some advice or something like that. I heard something over the microphone.
Okay. Well, nobody's called no coaching.
Yep.
Justin starting out with the life lead here, and Vangief has got to just pester, pick the right spots, hope that he presses stand strong just after Justin presses stand roundhouse from the right range. Okay, trying to make a little bit of inroads here. You see they're very close to where they started playing the start of the round here. Because this neutral game, this neutral situation is pretty even.
Okay, this is great play from Justin right now. He's just playing it so patiently.
Yeah.
I mean, look at this. Vangief is so scared to walk into that roundhouse range. Justin almost never has to touch a button, and Vangief will never get in. Oh,
okay.
Good stuff. Oh, and Justin just ran. If he had backdash once, he could have gotten a low fierce in the super.
That walking back and forth, trying to convince the other one that you're going to walk up close enough that they should press the button, and then just walking right outside of that range to where you can whiff punish. That's the basics part of footsies.
There it is, right there, low fierce in the super. Oh, he should have did the hands.
Yeah.
Less buttons, the hands does the most damage. More hits than the kicks do more damage.
Yeah, this is just about it here. Oh, a little bit of fear. Poor Gief yelling about Ryu every time he gets hit.
I know. Ryu, Ryu. All right, so what has AGE Vangief got? Is Justin going to have to take this tournament by going with Adon? I do hope that Vangief goes with, well, which Ultra did he pick? I didn't even see.
Ultra 1.
He did have Ultra 1. Oh, okay, okay. I think that's
Yeah, I'd like to have Ultra 2, and here's the reason.
Really?
Every time you jump in, yeah, if you're Gief, every time you jump in. Oh, wait, you're talking about Justin?
Oh, no, I'm talking about Vangief.
Yeah,
oh.
because if you jump in, you want it to be a mix-up. You see all the anti-airs
Right,
that Gief,
right,
Adon had were Dragon Punches.
Right.
And if you have Ultra 2, you can play a really dumb mix-up.
Right.
Right? Am I going to do jump in Ultra 2?
Right,
Probably
right.
not, but you never know, and that convinces people to do fewer anti-air Dragon
Right,
Punches.
right. Well,
I feel like it's one of the best ways that Gief can convince Justin to stay still, but he hasn't gone with that.
He just looked at it, and then he decided to stick with Ultra 1.
Yeah.
The battle has begun. Fight! This is it. The fight that all been waiting for. Anything can happen.
Back to the footsie game, this neutral situation here. Justin trying to move Vangief a little bit back, and he's walked over that red line, playing that tug of war. Wow, there is such good patience going on both sides right now.
Wow.
Justin hasn't taken, any kind of Jaguar kick just to get a chip at the start. He was just confident in his ability to use the roundhouse and the fierces to get his damage.
Yeah, normally, see, with a move like that roundhouse, you could try to focus dash through it, but Adon's just happens to hit twice
Gief is
at
going
certain
crazy.
those ranges.
Yeah, Vance has got to settle down there, and he does. Something that can be a problem with Zangief players sometimes. You just really want to get in, and this is such an annoying wall to deal with. Oh, he could have had Ultra 1, but he just didn't think he should bring it out. That's it. That's free. Dragon Punch FADC toward is -1 at least, and that is a free Ultra.
Now, if I were Vangief,
Safe jump setup.
if this doesn't work, get out of there. Oh, wow, a throw by Justin.
It's gutsy. I'll give him that.
Okay. Now Justin, the onus is on him to do something. Oh,
Oh, who has the life?
No.
I have no idea.
Vangief has it. Vangief
Does
has
he?
it. Yes.
Is it a pixel? There it is. He knew the
chasing down
backdash.
the backdash. Yes.
Oh boy, look at Vance. So that was a good round for him. He ended up taking it, but I don't think Justin's going to do a Dragon Punch FADC toward ever again. Yeah. So that's something that'll work well in a round, but don't expect it to come up very often.
Right. So definitely Justin kind of gifted a big chunk of life to Vangief. Nice. Oh, and he chased him down, but he missed it there. Oh, that was so.
Not much of a punish, but anything is important now. This is definitely a war of attrition.
Justin hitting a lot of buttons, but this is how he goes. See, now all of a sudden he's not hitting it. He'll go crazy with it and then stop, which is really smart.
That crouching jab just to check Zangief in case of green hand was really nice. Gief's got to watch out now. Yeah, there's the crouching fierce. Super is a concern now for Zangief.
Ooh.
Oh, that's punishable.
Is this gonna kill? Probably not.
Yeah, I don't think so, but well, it's gonna be close. Okay, no. And again, Justin not doing the easy thing, trying for chip. He's
wow.
just confident in his ground game, and that's how he needs to play. And he's a round away from going into grand finals.
And you got to imagine if he goes into grand finals against Snake Eyes, we're going to see this exact same thing again. But Justin Wong, who has not yet qualified for the tournament December 8th, this is all on this line right now.
Yeah, you have to qualify for each game individually. It's not the case that if you win third strike, you qualify for Street Fighter 4.
And to be honest with you, a tournament on December 8th in Street Fighter 4 with no Justin Wong would seem awfully awkward.
Just as we were saying, you know, John Choi or somebody like Choi should be in there for ST, somebody like Justin should be in there for Street Fighter 4.
Oh, great.
And he's looking real good right now. This is how he needs to play. But here comes Vangief's opportunity. No.
Nice. Smart stuff. Smart stuff. Standing roundhouse, both close and far have a juggle point for some reason.
Yeah. And now things are getting desperate for Vance. He knows he has to deal a ton of damage.
I really like Justin using Stand Fierce occasionally because it throws the timing off and still has the ability to control space and hit things.
Yeah, you can see why I don't think that this is an easy match for Gief. A lot of people, when they're 8-on, you know, they do a lot of Jaguar kicks and Jaguar tooths and whatever. That's not how you need to play this matchup. This is how it needs to go, and that is exactly it. Justin Wong takes it.
Did you see that breath that Justin let out when he won that? Because he knows now he has qualified for that San Francisco tournament.
Finally in there.
Yeah, he's been wanting to get there, and as soon as he won that, I just saw it. There was hopefully there's not too much relief.
Well, you can see it now. There it is. Oh, he was just doing this just as we went off.